All right, to talk about this, yet another Montreal win. Here's Milt Stegall, the Hall of Famer. Milt, so not only is the offense clicking on all cylinders, and we'll talk about this receiving duo that is just lighting the league on fire in just a second, but the defense is forcing turnovers. Like, this is the most complete team in the CFL right now.
And it's not even close. The way they're playing as a unit is special. And you just talked about that defense. It's like each and every game, it's a different player. I mean, they have Sankey, they have Beverett, you have Lemon, you have Mustafa Johnson. All these guys are contributing, and it starts with that defensive coordinator. So right now, it's going to be difficult for any team to beat the Montreal Alouettes, even if their offense is struggling, because that defense is playing so well.
And I alluded to this receiving tandem, and I wanted to talk to you about it. Kaion, Julien-Grant, Tyson, Philpot, combined for over 250 yards receiving. This is your area of expertise.
Yes.
What are you seeing from these guys that's making them so special right now?
As you mentioned, they're doing everything that they can as far as their route running. And everyone thinks as a receiver you need to be fast, 4-3. That helps out. But if you're not a route runner, it doesn't make any sense, because how many times are you just going deep? Another thing they do, after they catch the ball, they get upfield. So they're getting those yards after catch. I think they are the two top receivers as far as that goes, because they're not crazy athletic or big or anything like that, but they know how to utilize their skill set. And Cody Fajardo has found out that these two guys can make plays. All he has to do is get the ball in their hands.
You know, you guys had a lot of praise for Ottawa last week. They win their opener. This week they come down to earth a bit. What do you make of that team right now as we speak right now?
It's hard to figure it out, because as you mentioned last week, they beat the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, a team that was in the Grey Cup last year. In this game, they get blown out by another team that's in the Grey Cup. So we're going to give them a little bit more time. They have a young quarterback. They have a new running back, some new players on defense. So we'll give them a little more time before we start deciding exactly where they fit in the CFL hierarchy.
I think we know where Montreal fits. They're right at the top. They'll look to go 4-0 next week when they take on Toronto in a rematch of last year's East Final. Milt Stegall, this is fun. Thanks for this.
Always great being here. Thank you.
And don't forget, we've got plenty more CFL action on TSN the rest of Week 3. Schedule the Bombers. Still looking for that first win of the season. They'll host the Lions as slight favorites Friday. Elks underdogs in McLeod. Bethel Thompson's return to Toronto. And on Sunday, the Tabbies taking on the Riders for the second straight week. Saskatchewan, a 2.5-point favorite.